Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Game Curmudgeon Plays Dream Quest. Going to run a 5-player game of Hanabi for y'all today. Got 5 players in the game. Cybot is me, Clay Mac is Clay, QB Garuma is Matt, Jules Ann is Julie, and JT BGA is Jeff. Julie had the first turn. She she gave a clue of 1 to Jeff, and Jeff played the 1. Jeff had a 1 white and a 1 blue in his hand, and he played the white. And now we have the situation of Jeff's next 2 discards here are 5s. We're not really in danger of those just yet because of the 1 that he believes he can probably play. So because that 1 was white, now I'm thinking maybe the clue to Clay of white might be best here, because it gives Clay a possible yellow clue to Matt, maybe. He knows to play the white first, but he could play the yellow first, which would be a disaster. I'm going to push the think button. This is an interesting first turn here. We are playing level 2, which is multicolors are clued as multi. I think giving the white clue to Clay is fine here. There are plenty of clues to give. I'm sure he can find one somewhere. So that's what we're going to go with. Let me turn the game volume up here. I'm not sure if that comes through at all. The card whooshing sound is pretty low, but then that ding dong when it's your turn gets really loud, so it'll probably be. I try to keep it minimal. I don't want it to overpower the commentary. With a 5-player game, there's a lot more downtime between turns, but downtime in Hanabi is not like downtime in other games. You really have to pay attention always, even when it's not your turn, because a clue that, for instance, I gave this clue of white to Clay, that was also giving a clue to Matt. He has a 2 white in his hand. Because Clay can see, when I give this white clue to Clay, because he can see that Matt has a 2 in his, finesse spot here, he knows, oh, maybe I should wait a turn to play this. If Matt does not play out of this finesse spot, then Clay has to assume it's a 2, and he just waited an extra turn to play it, which is okay as well. And that does happen sometimes when you've got the 2 things. I liked the clue of white here better than the clue of 3, because I didn't want to hold 3 cards in Clay's hand, right at the beginning of the game for a long time. We'd rather throw this yellow 3 away, especially since we don't even have yellow started. And this red 3, is expendable as well, since we haven't started red yet. So, but I do leave Clay in a little bit of a predicament here, because he doesn't have, there's no really good 1 clue to start a lot of things. You've got, if you give the 1 clue here, you're holding on that's probably a good clue. Getting that 5 clue is likely ideal. And it lets Julie perhaps do, something more interesting here. So I have a little bit of a cold today, so I might have to mute for a moment. If I sneeze, I won't subject the viewing audience to a big sneeze, unless it's a sudden one, I guess. Alright, so Julie gave me a 1 clue. With 5 players, there's a lot more scrolling. I don't have a very big screen, so I have to move up and down a lot. So Julie wants me to play this 1. That's interesting. There's no. I guess it's probably the easiest 1 to get out. Jeff has another 5 in his hand. That's not good. So it looks like the easy play for me is just to play the 1. I can't. There's no way to get this yellow 1 out. That's what I'm trying to think of right now. Is there a way to get this yellow 1 out without screwing something else up? And I guess me and Clay could double clue it. I could clue yellow, and then Clay could clue 1 over top of that. Or I could just play the 1. I think we just have to let him discard this yellow 1 just because it's out of the back like that. There are people that say playing rightmost is better at the beginning of the game, but that is not what we do, so it will not work in this case. I think playing the 1 is really my only play here. I have to find out what color 1 it is anyways. If it's yellow, then it's really bad that I wasted clues trying to clue a 1 there. Really did want to try to get that yellow 1 out of there, but did not look like that was going to be possible. And I don't think Clay's going to be able to do it either, so he's going to have to he either plays the 3 that he knows he has from the finesse, or the reverse finesse, or he gives, maybe if I have a 4 white, he clues the 5, although it's better waiting for somebody else to do that. So Clay played his 3. He drew a card that's bluffable, perhaps. But yeah, we lost the 1. That was unfortunate, but I don't think there was any way around it. And then we just lost a multi-4. And these next couple turns are going to be really tight. Trying to figure out how to navigate them. I'm wondering if I can get both of these out somehow with one card. Or 1 clue. Like a 2-gap bluff, but after the first bluff it won't work. Really, with 2-gap bluff, you need the first card to be a real part of that bluff, or a real part of that play. For instance, if we had a 2 blue here and there was a 4 blue here, or a 5 blue here, and I clued the 5 here, then he would play the 3, and then he would play the 4 thinking he had the 4, but it ended up being bluffed out. So, what did we get here? So Julie discarded the multi-4, and then Jeff gave me a 2 clue, which at this moment could be a play or could be a reverse, because it could be one of these 2. So I believe my play here is to maybe save the 5, just in case this is a red 2 or something. I don't know if this is a bluff of multi to Clay, which would take away his 5 clue, or if this is a bluff of red to, or not a bluff, a finesse of red to Matt, which would take away, well, it would give him a play, would kind of save the 5, but the 5 kind of needs to be saved anyway, so I don't feel bad for taking Clay's clue here. The real key is, it's very possible that that's just a 2 green or a 2 blue as well. I have no idea at this moment. The key is that I have to wait just to make sure. If I play it and it is red or multi, that's a bomb. But if it's a green or a blue and I wait 1 turn, well, we just lost a turn. That's fine. But if they don't do anything, then I know it's either a green or a blue. If they play, then I have a good idea of what it is. I'm kind of hoping it's red so that maybe we can get that. Well, maybe it's not red then. It must be green or blue. Oh well, I guess, yeah, it must be green or blue. Julie probably discards here, I'm guessing. Unless there's, an amazing clue somewhere. The 4 red's not worth saving at this time. You can't clue the 5 white because that would send the wrong message to somebody. That they might have a 4 because we already have white to 3 at this moment. So, that would be a bomb, and you'd lose a 5, which would, tank your score by 1 point. Which, if you're going to lose one, the 5's the best one to lose. You lose the... I hate that those were all clued directly. That's a bummer. So Jeff probably discards then. Maybe. I hate that we're dropping on clues here. But I'm pretty sure, unless something amazing comes up, I'm going to be playing this too, because it's likely green or blue. Jeff is thinking about it though. I wish I could get everything on the screen at one time. Jeff discards. Oh, actually the white clue to Jeff is great now. So I'll play my 2. I let somebody else clue that. And then I'm guessing Matt will probably discard and let Julie clue that white. Oh, I must have a 2 blue here. From my perspective, it looks like a pretty clear clue here of white, because he would play the first. So I think the white clue is better there. Now that's going to make him discard instead of play. I think Matt agrees with me that the white clue is better there. Telling him to be quiet. We shouldn't be talking about that right now. Well, at this moment, I feel like Jeff discards. Yeah, it's a pretty clear discard. That was a mistake. I think it's fair to say. And she realizes it, so it happens, everyone. I feel like this game, like some days you're brilliant. You can do the double bluff, solo hand or something, but some days somebody makes a clue and you play it even though you can see every 3 out there, or you hold a 5 in your hand the whole game, that you could have looked at the board and figured out exactly which one it was, or whatever. Just a matter of how you feel, I guess, that day. But yeah, I think the white clue there was great because it gave him 2 plays for sure. And Clay probably discards the yellow 3 here. Maybe. see, now we're kind of fishing for cards. We got to find a yellow 1 since we couldn't get the 1 out early. There's a 2 multi that could help. Nothing is in danger yet. The 4 yellows, now here's a situation that comes up sometimes, and it's one that probably plagues a lot of people, us as well. When the same card is in the chop spot for 2 people, it can be very challenging to give clues that can't be misinterpreted, but still saves at least one of those. And there's really, there's a few ways to do it. The real way to do it is to try to anticipate it before it gets into the chop spot. So that's kind of the situation we are now. It is definitely in the chop spot for Jeff here. So if, now it's in the chop spot for both. So like if Jeff discards, I have to save, or I guess Clay can save too. But if Jeff does not discard, then we've got Matt going. Then we have, oh good. So the white clue that, who gave the clue? Okay, the white clue Julie just gave Jeff here might be a, oh, it's telling me, because I was just looking to make sure this 4 white wasn't playable. She was trying to bluff something else out. So yeah, it's telling me to play here for sure. Fortunately, it takes away my ability to possibly play this 2 out, get this 2 played. So that's either a 4 multi or it's a 3 multi that he is trying to finesse out this 2. If he finesses out the 2, now I'm not forgetting that I have a 4 white here that I can play. I'm just trying to find out if there's something better I can do. It's probably, I'm guessing, the 4 multi. So, which means Clay has a clue to give probably. And then Clay can give the green clue to Julie here, which gets this 3 played. So I think, yes, I play the 4. For a couple reasons. It gives Clay the possibility to give this clue to get this 3 out. And it gives Jeff a play here, which helps him unclog his hand, which is important. And it gets a 5 played, which is always good. Wow, so it was a 3. Okay, so this was not a save that Jeff gave to me. This was a finesse of this 2. That's the only way I can read that. Now Julie has to save the 4. Maybe not has to this turn, because Jeff does have the 5 play here. And we do have enough clues to be able to do saves and stuff, coming down the pipeline. And there's not really anything in true danger coming down the pipeline. So I do feel like this is a safe 3 multi now at this moment, because that's the only way, that is the only thing that told Clay to play this 2. So I actually, when he gave the clue, was leaning more toward it being the 4, and Clay was going to give the green clue to Julie. Wow, that's an interesting clue. This clue here is telling Clay this is the... What is that clue saying? Oh, it's a save. The yellow 4 needs saved. So she did save, but he had the white play anyways, so... So it's really just discard or play, so the 5 play I think is the best there. Unfortunately, because Matt had to discard last turn, we lose the ability to pull the 3 out of his hand with the 1 clue to Julie. Oh, Jeff. Jeff's given. I would really rather he played there, I think. I've got player discard. Clay probably will discard. If I play, Clay will probably discard. Matt plays the 2 out. Julie probably discards. And then, yeah. And then Jeff plays. So, I think that is best. With 1 clue, you can't. I don't think you can take a clue away here, Clay. I'm really kind of bummed that turned out to be a finesse of Clay's 2 a turn or 2 ago. Because I think if we had gotten that green clue to Julie, of her green 4, and it would have gotten Matt's 3 out and Julie's 4 out, it would have given us another play later with Jeff's 5, which could have been great. But we missed that. So Clay is contemplating his 3 clue here, because there is 2 playable 3s right now, and the blue and green, of course, he can see the green in Matt's hand, but with the 2 in the finesse spot for Matt here, I cannot see. I really think he has to wait a turn. Alright, I hope he realizes he has to wait a turn before he can play that. How long have I gone here? 29 minutes? It's actually, I think it took a couple of minutes before we got rolling, so. Okay, so Clay came back and gave, Clay came back and gave a green clue to Julie on her 4. I think that tells me that I have a 3 green now in my finesse spot, because I'm, looking out there, I don't see a 3 green anywhere else in somebody's play spot. So we did not lose out on getting green finished up. I think I discard here, Julie, of course, because there's no clues. Jeff plays the 5 white. It's pretty clear, I think. There's no saves in the next two players after me, so I think my playing of the 3 green is a clear play here. One of those can oh, it was a bluff. Oh, it was a bluff. How on earth did that work? Huh. Now I'm scared of what went on in that 4 clue to Julie. That cannot be a bluff, because if he'd have looked at the hands, wow, what in the heck happened there? We're gonna have to talk after this game. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them. That was interesting. I still don't know quite what happened there. and I probably won't until later when somebody views this and we can see what happens. What we're gonna one thing we do have planned, it'd probably be after Christmas though. Me and Matt and Julie, we all live pretty close together, and we get together face to face, a lot. Me, Matt, and Julie are probably going to head up to Tupelo with our computers at some point and try to record all together as well. And we're gonna play the game first. They'll probably be the level 4 games, but we're probably gonna play the game first, and then so that's probably a 3 yellow. I'm guessing because it's finessing out Clay's 1 and 2. Yeah, that looks like a 3 yellow to me. I actually think that my card here must be a 4 at this moment. Because the 5 is here. So I'm thinking this will probably be my play unless something changes here. If Jeff discards, depending upon what comes here, but there's plenty of time. Yeah, it's a 4. I'm going to play mine because I think this is a 4. Okay. Oh well, I thought it was a 4, so that's fine. Well, Clay still probably has the 1 and 2 coming out of his hand, I believe. So maybe I should have clued Matt's 5. Actually, we can't, because if we clue Matt's 5, Jeff might believe that this is his 4 blue, not this one. Even though this was given at a save time, it was a save early. Alright, Clay fixed his clue of the 3 here. So it looks like Matt plays, and then Julie plays. This, I still don't quite, I'm like completely lost at this moment. I'm having a real hard time trying to continue talking, because what different clue would you have given? You can't give the 3 there. Oh, she's telling, yeah, I would have given the 5 blue clue here, but that wouldn't work. I don't. If she's talking about giving the 5 clue here, I think that would not work. You kind of have to give this as a blue clue. Alright, so Jeff. So this must have been a play, because Clay did not play at all. See, I think this was a 3 yellow, but it must not be. Completely lost about where we are in this game right now. I still feel like this could be the yellow 3, which needs these 1s and 2s played, but it might be I cannot give this 1 and 2 clue. Because if this is a 1, that's just bad. But it has to be a 3, because he would have clued this yellow. If this was a yellow 1 and he just wanted me to play it, this was the better clue because it got the yellow 1 and 2. So it has to be a 3. So this is definitely a 4 multi. And Jeff is telling me to play it 100%. And I feel like, yes, I should. Somebody has got to give Jeff. Oh, here comes the finesses. Yeah, there we go. It has to be a 3. The issue is you did not save the 5 blue. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have saved it. Yeah. If I saved it, it would have given Clay time to play. And then we could have saved the 5s, but now the red clue to Matt is a good clue. It's going to be a tough game. See, now I see that they're both 2 4s here, so I'm gonna give the red clue to Matt, so that yeah, I'm gonna give the red clue to Matt and basically take Clay's clue, because he does. In my opinion, I think he still has that 2 finesse that is due him. At least I feel like that's the way it was clued. But yeah, I think that was my mistake. I think I should have saved that blue 5. I should have probably, well, we were just so low on clues, I should have probably saved the blue 5, and somebody should have tried to get a clue of blue to Jeff at some point, so he could get that 4 played, but it never quite happened. The as far as difficulty goes, I believe the 5-player game is harder than the, oh shoot. So it was not a finesse. So I must have the 2 then. I thought it was a 1 and 2 finesse, and I had the 3. Now I'm curious as to what we have here. What did Julie just give? She gave the, oh, she told him specifically what his 5 was. I would think that we can probably look and find that out right now. So there's only 4 cards. Left in the deck. We got the 2. I guess mine's a 2. Is mine a 2? I hate to play it and be wrong. Is mine a 2? It has to have been a 3. Who gave that clue? I need to click the think button here. You can't, it doesn't let you go that far. It's too far. I don't want to dig. I think Jeff gave this clue when Clay, maybe it is a 2. Maybe it is a 2. What else are we lacking? The 5 red, the 2. 2. has to be a 3, right? I don't... Has to be a 3. Has to be a 3. 100% has to be a 3. It's not... If it's a 2, I just made a mistake, so... He could discard, I guess. I 100% still think this is a 3. Has to be a 3, just the way it was clued to me. So I think if he discards it, I know it's a 2. And then I've kind of messed up the game. I kind of messed up the game when I didn't save the 5 on the finesse. But I'll tell you what. What is going on here? My yellow is a 3. So it was a 2. Because Jeff gave the yellow clue. Yeah, after you discarded. Who bombed? What happened? Jeff played the 2 multi? What are we doing now? So we're gonna mess up and bomb this game or something. You might be about to see our first 0. I'm sorry that this is probably really boring to watch as a viewer, so Clay really has no choice but to discard. There were 3 people. Let's play the game, guys. Let's finish. Anyways, looks like we're going to get a 25? Maybe Julie can give a... Yeah, Julie probably should have given this clue instead. Yeah, I did know that. Yeah, now Jeff might actually bomb. A lot going on. You wanted to see the bad games. This is what happens in the bad games. We start... It's not really yelling. We just start talking a lot about what happened and what, trying to learn, get better for the next game. So, oh well. I don't think there's going to be a whole... I think we've talked about everything we can talk about. And then hopefully in the... I post these on BGG too, on Board Game Geek as well. So, hopefully and sometimes like on the videos that we've had a couple people that have commented about the situation. Matt's a BGG user, so he comes in and talks about what's she saying? Yeah, she must be using a pretty small computer as well. So I'll tell her I have to... I kind of have to scroll. I can put it in this mode right here and kind of see everything, but then I've got to scroll up to be able to see the last clue given and stuff like that. Alright, Jeff, come on. It's the last turn. Should not... I mean, it's either discard or try to bomb something, which would give us a 0. Oh, okay. He just gave a clue then. Alright, 26. That's a little bit... I thought it was 25, but I forgot I had the 3 to play. It could have been 27 if she had given the clue here. Because after Matt clued this 4 is an explicitly yellow, then we definitely knew for sure what the situation was. So, alright, 26. I don't know why that was the last... Oh, I guess it was making sure he didn't play the bomb. I think we covered everything, guys. I'm curious to know the answer to that. So Matt's asking what a bluff of... Huh. And 3G when he includes the 4. No, I played a 3 blue. it was reversed and revered. I like the two red. All right, I think that's enough, guys. Thanks for joining. It's a long game, or it's a long game. I'm sorry, 57 minutes. It's probably be 55 ish after I cut the beginning and ends out. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this one at 26 points. This is the only one I'm going to record tonight. I think we're going to play probably one more, and then I'll head to bed. Thanks for joining me. Have fun playing games out there, guys, and good luck on them. Thanks. Bye.